Hello everyone, my name is Brianna Coles and I decided to start with an article about consent forms and students. Informed consent protects student counselors. It may also provide the dual function of protecting counseling faculty members and programs from claims of deception or misinformation. This came from Peace, Carter, and Minton. I decided to start here because my informed consent form came from a resident that is in a current learning program, a student learning program. The informed consent form I chose to research comes from Riley Counseling and Consulting located here in Virginia. The start of this form begins with a welcome statement and explaining the overall of what will be found in this consent form. Next, the client learns about the qualifications and the credentials of the counselor, which being that this is a resident who is approved by the Virginia Board. The client learns about the limits and their rights while receiving counseling, which leads to information about what type of counseling will be provided. Furthermore, the client learns about fees and billing arrangements, which can be made through insurance companies or self-pay. Lastly, we learn about confidentiality rights, and contact information is given in the latter part of this consent form. I would like to comment on the regulations from Virginia State Board and compare it to the ACA Code of Ethics, both being which the counselor must list in the informed consent form purposes, goals, techniques, procedures, limitations, potential risk, and benefits of services to be performed, the limitations of confidentiality, and other important information, which being in this consent form, other important information was about him being a resident and how he will have a supervisor overlooking him while attending to the client. Also, we had contact information and a signature sheet given to the client also. Furthermore, my main reaction that I want to comment on is the risks that were listed in this consent form. We learn about risks such as, distress, anger, guilt, anxiety, frustration, loneliness, helplessness, all that might happen throughout a counseling session from through this psychotherapy with this resident. I wanted to comment on how there were no positive outcomes listed in this consent form. Although the ACA Board of Ethics and Virginia regulations does state that there must be some type of listing of positive outcomes, I just want to pose a question. Do you believe that in the consent form there should be a section on positivity that will be given to you throughout counseling? How can counseling assure the client that it will be positive outcomes for their life? Should that also be listed throughout the consent form? Thank you for listening today.